never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They say you switch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. No chance.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a third straight All-Pro season. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 5-4. Here we go.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch the slant.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fitzgerald, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check it back.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw on third down, Murray. He hits right, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. All day, defense. All day. All day.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Yo.
Murray to air it out again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Get your swarm on. Hey. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing again, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. Right there. 54. Right there.
On first down, here's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's Isabella open on the right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, one set, one go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be dreaming. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. All day, baby. All day. All day.
From the gun, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 9, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Brings up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. He completes it right side away. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This quarterback now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Murray now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray. It's grabbed over the middle by White. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards. And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Throwing on second down. Murray going up top. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tedrick Thompson picks it. Then he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson, and he rifles one incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Going on the ground with Homer. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here. Wilson. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
We're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 31-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Mark 54. Let's go, defense. Deep, man up, deep. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. No. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ricky. Say no.
A final shot before half from Murray. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Travis Homer with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Focus, defense, focus.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mike's 50. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
3 down.
Wilson throwing again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set. Mike Spark 4. You go night-night. Son of a night-night. F.O. Mike 54. Huh? 54. Come off the ball. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Watch the screen.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He's checking. Crash.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running out of the gun here, Breida. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
54's Mike. Check.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's caught. This is White. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check.
Now Murray again. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 13. Check.
They'll run this with Homer. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. He's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Go 14.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Steps away to his left, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Henry. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, baby. All day.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Now Murray throwing on second down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Zip it. Yo. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. In your face.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mike's 54. Yeah. Mike's 54. Get the ball. Kill. Let's go. Hey, turn it up. Wide. Get wide.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Safe. Right there. 54. Right there. Hustle. You're trash. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Hakeem Hunt. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Seahawks 28, Cardinals 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, no, Mike 54. Here we go, D.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 54 Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Seahawks, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
That's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.